Farewell to our friend Windows 10.
I was gonna say sayonara, but that's what you say when you don't care that something's going goodbye. And
Really?
Windows 10 was like part of the cycle of like good and bad, and it was on the good cycle.
Yeah,
I think
because 8 was
8 was
we don't
8.
talk about it.
Yeah, 8
made-
was Windows 8.
They were like Windows 8, everything's tiles. Next month, Windows 8.1, everything's Windows 7 again.
We really screwed this one up.
really didn't do that one right. Okay.
But yeah, Microsoft isn't. They officially ended support for Windows 10 this week, 10 years after its launch. And I mean, obviously, all operating systems do this eventually. 10 years is plenty of time. Windows 11 has been out for 5 years.
Is that true?
It's
Windows 11.
been out for a little while if someone wants to find the exact date of that. But I think I don't really have that much against Windows 11,
4
to be
years.
honest. 4 years.
4
all right.
years.
Windows 11 isn't that bad, but Windows 10 was just better.
That's where it was at.
Yeah, it was where it was at. So what I thought was funny about this is 40% of Windows users today are still using 10. Valve says 30% of all PC gamers are still using Windows 10. There's a report. One of the big things about this that I think is really interesting is the switch to Windows 11 requires a lot of hardware requirements. So presumably a lot of businesses and enterprise companies using Windows 10 right now probably can't even upgrade to Windows 11. And in the enterprise world, like people stay on old versions of operating systems for a long time for many reasons. Sometimes it's software. Sometimes it's just they bought a batch of computers and they want to run them until they die. I worked
Or
at
just don't want to break any compatibility with stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like government. They just run the same stuff forever.
Yeah.
I worked at a company in like 2015 and we were still using Windows XP on like 20% of the computers
like-
we had in the office.
Yeah, I feel like XP was pretty famous for that. Like there are so
Yeah,
many
there's
old and
still stuff running
enterprise that
XP.
just runs XP and it's bulletproof and it's just never gonna break.
And it was
fine.
the greatest operating system
Yeah.
ever made.
Well, it's pretty
I
great. They
skimmed
even
my
made Crocs
XP.
about it.
I told you guys this. I skinned my XP to look like Vista because Vista looked good, but at least at the time,
Yeah.
it looked kind of cool.
Didn't age very well.
This is like Liquid Glass of 2000, whatever it was.
Yeah, it looks
it kind of looked cool, but I did not have the required GPU and RAM to upgrade to Vista. So I got a skin that I might have done a video about this that made it. I definitely did a video about this. Made XP look like Vista. And it was not a good idea. Remember,
course it
it took a
wasn't.
ton of system resources, but it looked like Vista.
Remember when Microsoft launched Vista and they had the big party and they had like the casket with like RIP to Apple? It was like Apple's funeral.
What?
Yeah, and it was when they launched
Oh, I missed that.
Vista.
Jesus.
It was like, oh,
Don't you guys know about the
you
cycle?
played those cards wrong. Yeah, the
That's
cycle
really
wasn't
funny.
established at that point.
Yeah, it was still early.
It was still early.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of was this. Was that the start of the cycle? It felt like maybe not the start, but
The
yeah.
big because Windows 2000 was solid, and 2000 was right before
So
XP.
XP was goated, and then it went
Yeah.
bad with 7.
No, 7 was good.
Sorry, bad with
Bad with
Vista,
Vista.
good with 7, bad with 8. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's kind of the beginning.
Good with 8.1.
Wow.
Bad with 10.
Well, yeah. So they will be offering. It's weird. They like closed it, but they're going to be offering. This is very confusing. Another year of security support for a payment for some people. Also, not only enterprises. Usually, it was only enterprises that could do this, but it seems like they're offering it to some users, and it's kind of confusing. You can get a year of extended support for $61. Europe fought this, and it has to be for free. I believe also in the US, you have to download something called Windows Backup, and you do not have to in Europe. And then there's, I'm pretty sure you can do it for 3 years with like compounding payments on top of it if you want to continue to use it, which a lot of these enterprises are probably going to have to do because that's still cheaper than upgrading computers. But what I found the most interesting is I looked at the market share.
Cholula.
We are going to talk about percentages. I was just looking at a couple of like what versions of Windows are still being used. Apparently 9% of Windows desktop users are still on Windows 7. 0.3% are still on Windows XP.
There you go.
0.3 sounds really small, but that is still thousands of people. What I want to know is 0.5% of people are on Windows 8. Are you guys okay?
I don't think
Who
they're
is
using those
still on
computers.
Windows 8?
Yeah.
What
Half a
if,
percent.
your computer can't run Windows 10?
Why'd you go to Windows 8?
What if you
They
had a
probably
Windows
bought a
8
computer.
A Windows 8 computer?
Like a Surface or
I worked at a recording studio that we could not upgrade to Windows 10 specifically because the motherboard. We had a beefcake PC, totally spec'd out, but the motherboard wasn't compatible with Windows 10.
I'm interested in how many. I mean, I know this is still a thing, but Windows 10 released in 2015, so presumably the computer has to be at least 10 years old. And running Windows 8, it would have to be a beef of a computer in 2015 at like the latest to still be running. I'm sure it's out there, but I
remember
like,
the conversation at this recording studio where it was like, we have a $10,000 computer that is totally fine that is now unsupported specifically because the random motherboard manufacturer we went with. I don't remember who made it, but
I have to assume some of these are also like the computer that runs the security camera system.
Yeah, I worked at a hospital years ago that was using XPs because everything there, like, it's not even that the hardware isn't compatible, it's that the data is so sensitive that they don't want to do anything to lose it. So you can't like mess with it in any way unless you want to invest heavily in transferring it and backing it up and doing that whole thing.
Also very funny that the data is so sensitive they're using something that hasn't had a security update. And
you'd be surprised how much sensitive data is just sitting on an old
it's probably
server
also
somewhere.
like locally or something.
Sometimes it's that, or it's like this piece of hardware, this X-ray machine or this robot only works with this software on this OS.
My Hasselblad FlexTight scanner, I had to buy a 2007 Mac Pro to run it because it only runs up to High Sierra.
Yeah.
So it's air gapped. I will never connect it to the internet.
It's funny. I was going to mention this, and I guess I might as well. My home computer is a 2017 Intel iMac Pro, and I went to go update it to Tahoe this past weekend, and it's not supported. And I'm like, I guess I have to buy a new computer. I mean, I don't have to. I could keep using it.
If you really want Tahoe on it.
Yeah. But
I'm experiencing the same thing at home with my, aka your old 2017 Intel Mac Pro. And it's funny, I was up very late last night compiling binaries for Intel architecture, trying to get various add-ons and stuff to work, and it's over.
Yeah.
The dream is dead.
I might have to go pop in an Apple store.
I'm glad I quit that company.
Now that we've said this, I want to hear all the extremely niche scenarios that some of our audience might be using an old version,
toothbrush.
old unsupported
Light computer, maybe?
My toothbrush runs on Windows XP. If I
It's a
update it.
sick toothbrush. It's also 25 years old.
Tooth tunes.
Tooth tunes, baby.
But yeah, we say goodbye to Windows 10. But in 10 years, when we're still talking about Windows market share, and there's a 0.5% of Windows 10 users,
It's going to happen.
we know you're out
Sooner
there.
or later.
I'll be one of them.
Funny enough, Windows also posted a teaser tweet yesterday, which it says, your hands are about to get some PTO, waving emoji. Time to rest those fingers. Something big is coming Thursday.
Copilot.
emoji.
It's voice. It's something.
It's got to be something
AI related. Yeah, it's probably you can talk to your computer.
But what are the chances it's Clippy?
No.
Not zero. Never zero. It's never
That
zero.
would be cool.
I feel like there's got to be a reason they're not bringing Clippy back. Is there like a weird copyright or
It seems like an
trademark
alley-oop
thing that
to
they
me.
lost? Or
Everyone hates him.
no, but we hate him so
dude.
much we want him
It's
back
easy
now.
to make fun of.
I know.
Literally,
But it's endearing.
instead of Copilot, they could have just done Clippy,
Yeah.
and everyone would have loved it.
Yeah.
It could have been awful, and we would have been like, yeah, but it's Clippy.
It's Clippy.
Give him a chance.
Yeah, he was bad
got
originally
eyes.
too.
He's got a face.
It's just nostalgia. He was always bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clippy was always pretty bad.
I, like if I got AI questions that were wrong, but it was Clippy, I'd be like, you'll get them next time, pal. Like,
exactly. This is what
Maybe
I'm
that's
saying.
the key. Anthropomorphizing your
Yeah.
bad AI is the key to making it accepted by regular
sort
people.
of. Yeah. I mean, the problem before was that it was Cortana, and then you're like, oh, dumb computer woman. Yeah. Which you can't do. That's
Yeah.
bad.
But Clippy,
But now,
it was just a friendly, smiling face, and it would pop up, and it would be, seems like it, and it'd be like, no, get away. You're wrong. But you would gently move it away.
Yeah.
Because you didn't want to.
And now Copilot is just this like amorphous
Yeah,
All
orb.
watching ever.
Yeah, it's like
listening.
What?
Ellis, I feel like you would know this answer. Was Cortana a direct reference to
Yeah.
Halo's Cortana?
Yeah, it was the same character, yeah.
She was just annoying in the game, so like it always. I just want to go mess around on the map. I don't want to listen to what I have to actually do right now. Now Clippy,
How?
You've seen that?
No, I haven't seen it actually.
I was
I'm
gonna
referencing
say.
a movie I haven't seen.
I was
but
like, that's
I
a
know that
slow
scene.
burn movie. I would be very
Marques,
surprised.
that movie
if I
is
saw
so
that.
long it has an intermission.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Wow.
Yeah, it does.
How long is it? How long is a movie with an intermission?
The intro is like
4 hours?
8 minutes of just like gorillas dancing.
Whoa.
And
I definitely have not seen this movie. Wow.
Marques, you would really like it.
I mean, I love
I know, it's
the.
only 2.5 hours.
Yeah, but it came out in 68.
probably-
so 2.5 hours back then was a long time.
The
Yeah,
two
that's
it. That was
VHSs.
long.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question.
Huh?
If I gave you a Pixel phone, the Pixel 10a, and I removed one camera and I removed one button, take your pick which one it is.
And you covered the glass
And I
with a plastic liner.
yeah, how much would the phone then be?
It would be
An A.
50 cents less. Oof. Pixel standard.
It's an A version, $450.
For
Jesus.
That's expensive.
They're already
They're-
like $450.
I thought they were $499 now, right?
You know, it's way cheaper.
yeah.
Subscribing.
well,
That's free 99.
can't argue that.